What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to SeaWorld Productions. Boy, oh boy, you guys, we got some hot topics to talk about in today's video that I cannot wait to dive deep into. Starting with Deadpool 3, my most anticipated film of 2024. And I will be doing a video later this week of my most anticipated films of 2024. A full list. I can't wait to dive deep into that video, you guys. But Deadpool 3, apparently, the trailer will be attached to the Super Bowl 57 in February. How exciting is that? Look, you guys, I cannot wait to see what that first teaser, that first trailer is going to deliver for Deadpool 3. I don't even care if there's no story involved. I just want wow factor. And that is it. Look, you already sold your tickets for Deadpool 3. You're going to have butts in seats for Deadpool 3. That first trailer, my God, I feel like it is going to break the internet. Look, the MCU hasn't broken the internet in quite some time. So with Deadpool 3 coming out next year being the only theatrical film for Marvel Studios, it is going to break records, you guys. I have a feeling it's going to be up there with Spider-Man No Way Home. I cannot wait for Super Bowl 57. The amount of trailers that we could get is going to be so exciting. Just off the bat, you guys, a couple of films that we could get trailers for Super Bowl 57 next year. Joker 2, Beetlejuice 2, Venom 3, Gladiator 2, A Quiet Place, Day 1, Mufasa, Bad Boys 4, another trailer for Kraven the Hunter. Next year is such a massive year for movies, you guys. And I feel like, for its theatrical run, they definitely need it. I mean, Deadpool 3 is going to be such a massive hit. Like, if you just show me Deadpool and Wolverine, I'll be completely happy with that. And I wouldn't be mad at all, because ultimately that's what I want to see. It's a buddy cop movie. We're talking like Lethal Weapon. We're talking Bad Boys. We're talking Rush Hour. I'm so excited to see Hugh Jackman back as the role of Wolverine. The Wolverine we've all been waiting for. It's going to drastically feel so different from what we've seen Wolverine be in the entirety of, his whole live action iterations. I mean, it's going to be closer to tonally of Logan, and Logan has a special place in my heart. So I am so pumped just to see what kind of X-Men are going to be thrown in there. I know there's a bunch of Deadpool 3 leaks right now, you guys. Ryan Reynolds has taken his social media really condemning them. Just be cautious about the leaks. I know I did a YouTube short about, the recent leak for Deadpool 3, and I feel bad about it. I really do, because I did spoil it for some people, and ultimately, it is a massive spoiler, especially with the story, and I apologize for everybody who's been spoiled by it. I'm not going to discuss it in this video because I don't want to discuss any more Deadpool 3 spoilers. I want to go into it really, just fresh-minded, not like Spider-Man No Way Home, where we, everybody knew what was going to happen in Spider-Man No Way Home. But I'm excited, you guys. I cannot wait for that first look for Deadpool 3. But we got some interesting updates evolving around the X-Men in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now we know that the X-Men and the mutant gene is coming our way fast, right? Teased with Miss Marvel being a mutant, blah, 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 whatever. And then, with Deadpool 3 coming our way, we got, Patrick Stewart and Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness. So they've been sprinkles, right? And next year we have the animated series, X-Men 97, which I'm really excited for. I got to do my rewatch of the original series before I jump into, X-Men 97. Can't wait for that. But these updates, you guys, are very interesting and could be concerning. Now, let's start with the first one. So, and these are all reports coming from Daniel RPK, a reliable scooper in the scooper game. So I take it for face value, but I also take it with a grain of salt, because it could be wrong, it could be true, who knows? But Mr. Sinister is apparently, being eyed to be playing the main villain for the X-Men franchise, at least that first film. I know they're looking for writers right now, and they're hearing pitches for, this new iteration of the X-Men. But Mr. Sinister would fit perfectly. We haven't seen him done in, any live-action X-Men film. So why not do something drastically different? And Marvel Studios will deliver on the X-Men. I mean, just take a look at all things X-Men so far in the MCU, and it's been perfect. Perfect. And Deadpool 3 is going to add to that perfection, because ultimately, Deadpool and his Deadpool universe kind of really solidified of, being pitch perfect and comic book accurate for, we're talking X-Men. Look at Colossus. Look at the Juggernaut. Look at Cable. I mean, I can go on and on. I cannot wait, you guys. Channing Tatum as Gambit. Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun. But like I said, Mr. Sinister is being eyed to be playing the villain in the first X-Men film. But not only that, you guys, they want nothing to do with Magneto. They don't want Magneto involved in this movie. They don't want him at all. At all. And I get it. I understand. Magneto's been a pivotal character in every X-Men movie, essentially. But you can't do Professor X without Magneto. You can't. They have direct ties with each other. They're like brothers. So it's interesting to me that they're like, no, we don't want to touch Magneto. At least not into the sequel. I'm fine with that. But if you're going to do a whole trilogy, you're going to have to introduce Magneto. Magneto is essential. He is important to the X-Men universe. Ian McKellen played wonderfully. Michael Fassbender, fantastic job. Whoever decides to be playing, this new iteration of Magneto in the MCU, good luck. You got some shoes to fill because so far it's been really, really good. I mean, look at the Brotherhood. I want the Brotherhood introduced. I really do. I want, Pietro, Quicksilver, I want Blob. I want Toad. I want Mystique to be a villain like she was in the earlier X-Men films. And not that Jennifer Lawrence crap we got in, those different versions of the X-Men, those prequel movies. Because she was a good person. And I hated it so much because it just didn't suit the narrative of who Mystique was in the comic books. And it was so frustrating and so upsetting. It really was. But, I definitely want to see the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood, is one of the more popular X-Men groups in the X-Men universe. And it could work. But not only that, you guys, we have another massive update that I want to talk about. This one is huge. So Marvel Studios is reportedly, they want their X-Men reboot to be a focus on female characters. A focus on female characters. The X-Men. Focus on female characters. Now, there are great female characters within the X-Men universe. Wonderful. Wonderful. We're talking Jean. We're talking Mystique. We're talking Storm, Rogue, Kitty. We're talking X-23, who just introduced in Logan. We're talking, Emma Frost. We're talking, Blink, Domino, and Deadpool 2. They're great characters. Storm, which I think they should save and wait for Black Panther 3, honestly. You have Storm in Black Panther 3, my God. That would be a massive hit. Don't touch Storm just yet. But a female-centric X-Men movie. Don't think it's a good idea. I really don't. I don't. I think it's a terrible idea. I think it's a bad idea. And I'm not hating on women. I'm not. You just had a female-centric Marvels film. The Marvels. The lowest grossing film in the MCU. Your general audiences are males. Like, there's a massive push right now for, within the MCU, and the MCU at least, for a lot of female superheroes to lead the charge. I'm okay with that. Cool, that's fine. I'm fine with, female superheroes. Wonder Woman. I don't have it. Wonder Woman was a massive hit, not financially and critically. Not an issue. But when you're genuinely trying to focus on a group like the X-Men and you're going to exclude male characters like Beast, Cyclops, Professor X, Iceman, Gambit, Colossus, Archangel, the list goes on. Now you're catering to a different side of the fandom. And that can cause problems. So I do think it's a bad idea. I think it's a bad idea to just start with their core characters, of that being Cyclops, being the lead of the film and the leader of the group. We all know how bad Cyclops has been treated within his, live action versions of the earlier X-Men films. Got killed in X3. Bad idea. You have Snowman instead of Iceman. You have Beast. You have Professor X. And you can throw in your Emma Frost, or you can throw in your Jean Grey. Jean Grey essentially was, she kind of led her own X-Men films in X-Men 3, The Last Stand, because that was, Dark Phoenix, or X-Men Dark Phoenix. Jennifer Lawrence has kind of been the face of the X-Men of those later films, So there have been female leads. It reminds me of that one line in X-Men Dark Phoenix. She was like, the women have been leading this group. Maybe we should call it, the X-Women or some shit. It was something along those lines. And I was like, oh, God, Simon Kinberg, did you really just shoehorn that in? You know, and I get it. The X-Men were a very different time when they were created. You know, and maybe they want to switch it up. And, you know, I can't imagine them doing a title change of not having it be called, you know, not being called the X-Men. I think that would be the most worst decision in marketing history because everybody knows the X-Men with the X-Men title. It's just facts, you guys. But I really want to know you guys' thoughts and opinions on that last update because I think it's just a bad idea. Go with what works. Stick to the basics. What he saying? Oh my God, Varsity Blues. Stick to the basics. Stick to the basics because ultimately that's what you want to do. Marvel has been you know, off the rails lately. I wonder why. Has it been successful? Absolutely not. Stick to the basics. Go back to what they were doing in the formula of the Infinity Saga. Stick to the basics. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that, you guys. But please, post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about these, you know, these X-Men update reports, rumors from Daniel RPK. Let me know what you think about Deadpool 3 having his first trailer showing at Super Bowl 57 next year. Cannot wait. Super excited. What do you guys want to see in that first trailer? Please post your comments down below and let me know. Peace.